Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Paulie's Plantation Golf and Country Club. I'm Mel Soul, Director of Instruction and Master Professional at the Mel Soul Golf School. We have a great practice facility here. We're very lucky to have such a beautiful practice area to teach. And so if you're looking for first-class golf instruction, come and see us. Today I want to talk about how to start the backswing and how to start the downswing. And as instructors, we have a saying that is called sequence of motion. Sequence of motion means what parts move at what part in the golf swing. So what parts move when. When you get that sequence of motion mixed up, when you get parts moving that shouldn't be moving or vice versa, that's when the poor shots come on. So I once heard Tony Robbins talking about sequence of motion, not related to golf, but the analogy he gave was fabulous, and I've used it ever since. The sequence of motion, if you think about baking a cake, if you lay out all the ingredients, you get the recipe and you read what the ingredients are, and you lay out all the ingredients that are there to make a beautiful cake, and you put them together in the wrong order. You take the flour, you put it in the bowl, you put it in the oven, you take it out, you put the milk in. You're not going to get a cake. You're going to get a mess. So the sequence in which you do things is important, and no different with the golf swing. So I'm a great believer in setting up practice stations. So here I want you to have two alignment sticks. This alignment stick here at the ball is to help me with ball position. I'm going to get my foot in the right place, and then I'm going to take an alignment stick, stick it right next to my foot here, as if there was a wall going up. And I'm going to put that, stick it in there. So now I've got a wall up here. And now I'm going to practice the sequence of starting the backswing and the sequence of starting the downswing. And I want to teach my body this, so you do this slowly. In fact, you could do this at home. Instead of this alignment stick, you could go and stand up against a wall. We're not going to do any full swings or whatever. So backswing first. Take your club, put it into your sternum, just under your sternum, extend your arms down, and put the club at the right angle. So I've got the club pointing down towards the ball. From here, I'm going to start with my chest. So I'm going to turn, and so that is the first move of the, so you'll be surprised when you learn that the first move is with the chest. It's not with the arms. It's not with the hands. That's when you get the club off plane and, you know, narrow swings. Put the club in there. If I stand behind this way, you'll see that the club arcs beautifully. As I turn, the club arcs beautifully inside. When I get to here, if I extend this, my club is right exactly where I want it to be before it starts going up. So that's step number one is there. Step number two would be cocking my wrists. The club should move away from my body quite easily, and the butt of the club should be pointing roughly at the ball. Then it tells me that I've got that on plane as well. When I come through the start of the downswing, there's this big separation here. I want to move my hip to the wall. It's not going to go through the wall. I'm not going to let my head go forward. From here, I'm going to move my lower body. You can notice my head does not go forward. It's a little lateral move of the hips, and I'm moving it to the wall. At home, if you're using a wall, you can bump your hip into the wall. Here you can feel your hip touching that stick. So to start your backswing, you turn your chest. To start your downswing, you bump your hip into the wall, and then it never goes through the wall. So from here, you'd start turning. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and through. That's the correct sequence. Do that at home over and over and over. Allow the body to feel comfortable and to understand what part moves when, so that when you're on the range, and you're hitting walls, because I've already trained my body, my chest is going to turn. It's going to feel a whole lot better if everything's moving in the right sequence. Start slowly, build up the speed, improve your golf.